Greetings, this is Rod Powell. Thank you for supporting this channel. And also make sure that you follow us on our Instagram page at YS Get a License. That's the letter Y, the letter S, Get a License. There you'll receive daily tips, motivation, inspiration, and education on what I feel is the most underrated opportunity available today, a career in the insurance sales industry. Oh, and did you know that we now have a podcast? Yep, You Should Get a License is now available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. I'll be building with other industry pros to give you even more insights, perspectives, and stories from people who have experienced significant success in this industry. So stay tuned, stay locked in, because there's more to come. We're going to make it fun, and you may even hear something that makes you think you should get a license. Welcome back. Rod Powell here, and this is your number one source for information, education, and inspiration on the most underrated opportunity available today. That is a career in the insurance industry. You should get a license. And when we are talking about the insurance industry, especially if we're looking at sales, claims adjusting, consulting, account management positions, you will, in fact, need a license, which is why we say you should get a license. Because once you get that license, a whole world of career opportunity is going to open up to you. Career opportunities that without a license, you wouldn't even really have a clue even exist. So today is all about that. What do you need to focus on in order to pass that exam and complete the process in getting that license? And I'm going to give you 5 tips that you will need to get your license. Tip 1, enroll in a pre-exam course. Now you can go to your local library or local bookstore and you can get many a book on insurance licensing, some even officially coming from the state that you're in. And you can read it like a novel, do your best to memorize the terms, definitions. And if you can do all that, that's great. But if you want to be just a little bit more efficient in your process, enroll yourself in one of many courses that you'll find online. A few of those might be WebCE, Kaplan, ExamFX, really anyone that works for you. Just create the account and you can go at your own pace. Now keep in mind, they may still have a time limit that you'll have to complete your modules within before your subscription to that service expires. But you'll have more than enough time to get through the course, and definitely do yourself a favor and enroll as a way to maximize your chances of passing the exam. Tip 2, give yourself sufficient time to prepare. An insurance exam is not difficult to take, but it will be difficult if you haven't given yourself enough time to get through the materials. And those materials are probably going to be in that online format that I just recommended of modules. Now, depending on the state that you're in, those modules could be 10 to 20 sections long. And each one of those sections has its own topic, and that could be several sections long in and of itself. So you want to give yourself enough time to get through those materials. Typically, it might take 2 to 4 weeks, but I've seen people get through the insurance material in a week. I've also seen people take as long as 3 months to get to it. So really, it's up to you. You just want to make sure you give yourself enough time to get through that information. Tip 3, allocate time to study. Now, preparation is one thing, but you also want to make sure that you have enough time to study for each of these modules that you're taking. So allocate a certain amount of time each day that will allow you to get through the material by your goal date. What's your goal date? Your goal date is the date that you set as soon as you decide to get a license and commit to being finished with the material by that date. So let's say you want to get through the licensing process in a month. And let's say you're in a state that has 10 modules, theoretically. So you take 2 hours a day using a 5-day work week. You'll be finished with the modules on the 20th day if each module takes about 2 hours. You can set your goal date as the 21st, 22nd, or 23rd day in the study cycle. And in this example, it would have taken about 30 days if you take weekends that you'll actually have your license. So in about a month. Now you can get through it faster if you want to up that time to 4 hours or 6 hours per day. But really just use whatever amount of time you know you can be committed to and disciplined about to get through your exam prep in a timely fashion. Tip 4, engage the materials. Now, engaging the materials means approaching it in different ways. Don't just read it from the page. If there's a video, make sure you watch the video. If there's some audio, make sure you listen to the audio. Use flashcards, take notes, quiz yourself on the terms, and talk to other people about what you're learning, because oftentimes the best way to learn something is to teach it to someone else. The point is, it's finding different ways that help you remember the material, because when you're at that testing site, you might need some triggers because your mind may go blank and you're sitting in front of that screen and there may be something from those different methods that jogs your memory at that time. And now for tip 5, get enough sleep, or make sure you're well rested just in case you end up taking your exam in the afternoon based on availability of the facility. But you want to make sure that you certainly are not fatigued or tired when you take the test. You want to be wide awake, mentally focused on passing that exam that's going to open so many new doors for you. So definitely make sure that you've had enough sleep and that you're well rested before taking the exam. Okay, good people, because you hung out with me until the end, I'm going to give you one more. Go into the test with a positive mental attitude, because a positive mental attitude is going to help you stay confident, calm, collected in what can be really a very tense situation. So keep a positive mind, and remember, you aren't going in to take the test, you're going in to pass the test. All right, well look, I am wishing you much success on your journey in the insurance industry when you go and pass that test. And if you're watching this video, hope you're feeling confident in yourself and have absolutely no doubt about why you should get